That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo. Dave Mo Flips Money Talk. Team Us 100% all day, every day. If it's your first time on this channel, we get into the money of everything, mainly focused on cars. We just got done watching the TRA Central Florida as is sale. Most of these cars, all these cars are damaged one way or another. Every now and again, you might find a gem in there if you go there and start looking at them. A few things, if you watched part one of this video, then, great. You'll know exactly where we're at. If you didn't, we just got done watching about 3 or 4 hours of the auction. And this is just what it is, guys. If you're going to be a dealer, this is what it is. So we started out with 200 plus vehicles, and I want to show you right now, as we go up here, there's 136 vehicles left. So with that being said, only the cars that have been sold are now taken out of the mix, okay? So we're left with all the no sales and all the if bids. So what I like to do is, because I had this running the whole time, so every single vehicle that was sold or not sold is going to be in here, okay? So what I'll do is I'll go to here. I'm going to set it up, make and model. And now you see how it just dropped to 119 from 136. So that means that, let me see if I hit back, if it'll pull up that number again, if I hit backspace. All right, so look, there is 136 cars at this moment. We know it's less because I already did this. So now when I hit make and model, it should, well, I'm probably have to hit something else now. It'll drop that number down to this number, 119 right here, because it's getting rid of all the cars that have sold. Everything that's left right now is if bids or no sales. So like this 2013 Ford F-150 should be here. Let's Explorer. Do you guys see it? Point it out, guys, if you see it. Point it out. Ah, good job. Wait, that's blue. Odometer is 166. Yep. Hey, man, you in the back. Good job. Thank you so much. So there it is, okay? With that being said, you can now look through this list and see what it is that you may or may not want to bid on. So for me, I was looking, if you watch the video, I was looking at a Ford Escape. I think it was like a 2013. There it is right here. So we looked at this car briefly. I think we said it was about $2,000 to get it up and running, right? So right now what I'm going to do is, I know it's lane 97, which is the only lane we watched, 763. So let's go back to 763. Back. And now once you close this out, this is gone, guys. So keep that in mind. So it's on an if for 38, okay? So if I'm doing my math right, if I could have bought this thing for 4, let's just say if I was a high bidder at 4 and I got it at 4, less fees, which is going to be about $350, right? Let's just say 45 all in for the car, 2,000 all in to get it running and driving. And again, I'm using it off the top of my head. If I was being serious about this, I would go and check it out again. So I'm going to say I'm in it for 6,500. The adjusted MMR is 10,000. Let me see if it'll allow me to do this for you guys. So there we go. What I'm not going to do is put the VIN in because I don't want it to pull this one up. So I'm just going to do this 2013 Ford. Where are you? Escape. It's front wheel drive. And it's the SEL. Is it the 1.6? You know what sucks about these things? Yeah, it's the 1.6. All right. Odometer. So the odometer is pretty straight, right? So 102 and 105 is pretty much the same. You're looking at about 9,200, which is interesting because here the adjusted MMR says 10,000. So that's because they're giving you credit because you see the average condition is 3.6 and this one is 4.1. With that being said, you can also go a little bit crazy and like I'm in the Southeast, so we could hit it there and it'll show you the ones that have sold recently. All right. This one for $4,800 in Lakeland probably was also a TRA sale. And this is the problem with MMR. All these numbers get put in there. So if you had one for like $1,000, it would tank the MMR, right? So anyway, $9,200 is what I could expect to get from a ACV. ACV usually says base your cars on MMR when you're going to sell them. So if I was in this thing for $6,500 and I could quickly flip it for $9,200 after I had the motor put in it, you know, I'm looking at roughly a $2,500 come up with doing nothing because I'm not a mechanic. All I'm doing is spending money, right? Bang, 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 bang. Not a big deal. So with that being said, guys, this is how I work it. You know what I mean? This is the direction that I'm headed for the time being. So I know this one stuck out to me. If they don't accept that offer, Manheim allows you to do second chance offers, and I might throw some money on it. My new mechanic, he's not afraid of doing, okay, so I remember this one. This one had the transmission in the back, right? So again, you know, what was the high bid on this thing? So 06 Ram 2500. It was 900, right? Yeah. So it's on if for 32. And they're saying that it's 12.9, the MMR, right? So let me see. Let me see what happens if I just put it in like this, because I don't want it to pull up this MMR, and there's a reason why I don't want it to do that, because I want to know what the average is for the car. I don't care about this one in particular. So, okay, look, it did it. Perfect. So it's saying that the odometer average is 227. So we do have to change that because that's a big deal. So we'll do 182, right? Did I add too many zeros? So now we're up to 13.1. We're looking over here. We're at 13.1. Let's see what if the Southeast gives me a little bit more. Boom. We lost 60. The grade, I could care less about the grade. I hate the grade. And white cars down here always bring in more money. So, all right. So white, got them. White cars, retail, regardless of what MMR says, I promise you they always sell for higher. So anyway, 12.8, right? So let's see. What was the high bid on this thing? Can I just make this thing smaller? So the high bid on that vehicle was 32. Again, let's do the same numbers, you know. If I end up in this thing for, let's just say 6, right? If I say 6, so let's just say 7 or 8, you know, and I'm able to get 13 for it, you know, that's a $5,000 quick job. Now, this car is going to need some work. It's going to need some detailing. It's going to need, you know, but it still is the mega cab, needs a radio. It still is a mega cab diesel, you know. Dodge's notorious. It looks like it had a gooseneck here. I don't know if it still does because the transmission is just sitting there. But that's nothing to just put a bed liner in this thing. Anyway, so this is what you could do after the auction. So you don't even have to watch the auction. You could leave for work, set this up, and let it just run through. And when you came home, you can go and you could see whatever you wanted to see, what it sold for. You don't even, you know, you don't have to record it because it's already there. You can continue to look. You know, here's a 07 with 236. You know, and again, this is just, honestly, this is part of it. You know, this is part of the gig that I do. You know, there's so many different avenues you can do, and honestly, I'm going to make a video about the different avenues you can get into when it comes to just being involved with cars. You know, I wish I could have worked it out years ago where I could have opened up a mechanic shop. So no sales. So no one even bid on this thing. Well, it's because it's $32,000 probably. But, you know, again, if you had a mechanic shop or whatever and you could run your own cars through there, and not a mechanic shop maybe to make money on, but it's always nice to make extra money. Oh, you know what? I remember looking at these Malibus too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do the video, but I'm also working through it with you guys. So this one's a little bit older. I remember I wanted this thing. Yeah. So this one is definitely going to go into my workbook because this is something I'm serious about, and so is that Escape. So 562. Where we at? So $2,100, right? If they don't accept this offer, I can guarantee you I am going to throw a number at it. For argument's sake, let's just see what the MMR is on it. And you guys seen when I did the VIN number, it didn't pull up the other truck. Like, it pulled it up, but it didn't pull that exact one. So let's see what we have here. The odometer on this thing is 100. Is that right? Did I just put in 1 million? No. All right. So we're at 93. We'll do southeast because I think that matters. You know what I mean? I'm not overly concerned with anything else because it's a silver car. It doesn't really matter to me. So if I get that car for 3, I think the engine was like 4 or 5, probably double that to put it in. You know, I'm in the neighborhood of $5,000, and if I was able to walk away with 9650, subtract the 350 from that, I'm looking at 9,300. So I just made $3,300. And again, guys, that's the direction I'm headed. I'm headed in buying these cars. Now this one's got structural damage, so that's going to get rid of a lot of the financing people. So keep that in mind too. That might hurt you a little bit because it's announced as structural damage. It needs a good cleaning. You seen that was kinked a little bit. Yeah. But you know what? You can clean it up. And even if you don't get that dollar amount, if you get 1,000 less or whatever, who cares? And if nothing else, you're in it so low, you can sell it. You know what I mean? Retail is always an option. 2014 Malibu. Let's check that out. Okay. Now, as we know, Craigslist is always higher the marketplace, but let's give it a shot. I like to go against owners, so we got one. Ooh, why is this one so low? Let's see, 151. So I don't know. Okay, guys. So here's the deal, right? You guys always ask me, well, how do I find anyone? This is so funny that I just found this here with you guys. I don't necessarily know, maybe because it's 151, it tanks the value of the car a lot. But this is a dealer, okay? Or at least a flipper. Bet you they got no tag on it. No tag. That's like a tall tale sign. Like when you're looking at cars to flip on Marketplace and Craigslist, if you don't see a tag on it, usually that's going to be a dealer. Or, this is my favorite, is when I look at the key, sometimes they'll leave the, so this is the key right there. Sometimes they'll leave the yellow key tags on it, or the pink or the green or whatever. But anyway, check this out. I did not even know this was going to happen. This was just stupid luck. If you're interested, I can get you dealer access to the auto auction to shop for cars. The price dealers pay for cars. Please contact Karan. For more info, thank you. Auto detailing services also available. So I would call this dude up or female up, and I would just say, hey, I'm interested in becoming a dealer rep. You know, what could we talk? Let's link up, because I want to see who I'm doing business with, see what's included, blah, 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 and take it from there. That is so friggin' funny that just happened. Because you guys are always asking me, well, how do I find people? And that's just it right there. You know, just dumb luck. This is a rebuilt title for $78.50. The mileage is pretty much the same. It's 110. Ours is 100, so I'm going to say that's in the same ballpark. And they want $78 for it. So there's no reason why we could not list ours for the same price with the clean title and 10,000 less miles. You see what I'm saying? Usually, let me go over here. Usually when it's a regular person, like a private sale, they forget about their tags. Or they'll try to hang something on it or something along those lines. Usually, okay? And that's just kind of how I do it to when I'm looking at cars. I try to limit the amount of dealers I have to talk to. So, any rate, guys, I think that's enough for this video. You've seen a lot already. Especially if you watched the first part 1 of it. But I'm gonna. Well, I guess if you guys want to stay, you can. I guess if you want to get off, you can. We got a package, babe. Is it the phone? So, with that being said, guys, you see, I don't really. I looked at the SRT8, but I think if I'm not mistaken, the engine was like $5,000. At that point, it's not really worth it for me. There's a lot of people that will go crazy for those. I'm not that person. The Traverses is more Malibu. So, was it this one? One of them was damaged. I remember that. Yeah, I think. So that's a little bit of damage. Yeah. This had the airbags and everything. So we definitely don't want this one. Let's see. And this one, the mileage was super. Oh, there it goes. I think it was this one. I should have just looked at that one when I had it there. Because this one's got 90,000 miles, which is awfully high for an 18. But, oh no, this had the damage on it. So you see how the tires kicked in like that? This thing got hit pretty hard where a lot of people would look at it like, oh, I just need a bumper and a fender. But when you see the tire kicked in like that, you know that there's some suspension work that's going to need to get done, okay? Airbags deployed. Airbags being deployed aren't necessarily a big deal, but you know it could definitely become a pain in the ass, especially on something newer like that. Was it this one? I guess maybe it was, unless they sold it. They could have sold the one that I was talking about. Structural damage. So this is a nice one too. And the one that I was thinking about did not have really that high of a offer on it, which is probably why they didn't sell it. I mean, at $16,900, I'd expect to pay, over 10. I would expect to see it go for, let me see, 747. Where you at? Well, I know where it's at. I'm just slow getting to it. Yeah, so it's on an if at 10.7. So that's definitely not for me. And there's your SRT8. It's an if at 52. So after you put the engine in it, you're already going to be at somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 or 11. And I just, I don't see the value in it. Now, if you had a mechanic on payroll that can rebuild those engines, then that's where I would see the value. This S5, I don't believe brought in a lot of money. But it had damage in the front, right? So, thank you, my love. How you feeling? What do you gotta do? Are you leaving or? We had it. Oh, you're gonna get Nani to do the nails?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in the car.
You want me to do it?
No, I'm just sit in the car and do a phone call in the car.
If you get her and you want me to go, just come back here and then I'll go. Guys, I'm sorry. Listen, this is my life. That's my girl. She's gonna get our stepdaughter. So, her daughter, my stepdaughter, right? I don't know. I usually refer to her as my daughter, but I don't know how she feels about it. So, I mean, granted, she's not here now, but you know how it is. It's. Yeah, I left the back door open for him. He's been in and out like crazy. So 803, let's see, 803, no sale. So that means that they were so low that they didn't even accept an offer. So you can go here tomorrow, look at the damage. I mean, from the photo, it looks like it's just the front bumper, right? So, and a windshield. But
I still feel tired. Like, I just feel drained.
Yeah, you look like you're very tired, my love.
I haven't taken iron.
So, did you need me to order it?
No, I ordered some, but I'm just gonna have to buy it.
Whatever this hose is that cracked or is that a shadow? Take my car. Just have Nani run into the thing and get it for you. There's a crease on the hood. So, you can see it better. So again, what do you offer on a car like this? You have to go there. You guys see it, check it out, see what you could do. It's definitely a nice car. I believe it's a 6-speed manual. So that's something to keep my eye on. But I'm not definitely not wishful thinking. I don't have a body shop. So with those two things, kind of at a loss. So I'm gonna add this to the workbook. I should have added the Audi just for shits and giggles. Let me see. Oh, just for poops and smiles. I'm trying to relax on my cursing. You know what I mean? But it's hard because that's how I talk. That's just, you know what I mean. I remember my it was like my grandmother used to say that. I mean, I've had a bad mouth since since I was like 5. I remember getting smacked in the face the first time, and my grandmother used to always say I use curse words because I can't find a better way to express myself. If I was cursing, I would curse right now and say truck that. But anyway, that's where we're at. This is a nice one too. I'm going to add this to the workbook, but I do think this one went real close to 35. Now this is a car that I would probably keep and sell on the lot. Let's see what the MMR is, because I don't think it'll be worth it. And if they're already up to 35, we'll confirm that. It's not going to be worth it to send it. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's why. We're at 164. So that's going to kill it. Yeah. So, again, the condition report's taking it down because here's 3.5. There's this 2.0. I don't care about that. Like I said, I will do Southeast. And, I don't know, we could do black if you want. I don't care about that too much either. So you're at 5.5. But I want to say the highest bid was something in the neighborhood of 35, if I'm not mistaken. It's 882. Whoa. 34. I mean, I might just skunk them and come in at 35. What was up with this thing? It was an in-op, and I think it's gonna be the engine. But this engine, I want to say, is like $1,500. So that puts you at $5,000 already. You know what I mean? But they do bring a lot of money, bro. They really do. But anyways, guys, listen, that's really it. You can watch me do this, and if you want to, I don't mind recording and talking to myself. I don't mind doing it at all. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, so that means, if I'm not mistaken, I can actually go live, and you guys can actually sit here and watch the auction with me, and we can go back and forth. We can kick some ideas off of each other. And hey, let me tell you this right now. If you're about this life or whatever, and you want to try to get your feet wet, I'm not against letting you, if you're in the area, we'll work something out off air. We'll bid on something, we'll work it out. Run some ideas by me. You know what I mean? We have now set up with Leroy. It's a all-inclusive. It's an all-inclusive type of account where I've noticed that, and I've always been a big anti-supporter of doing things out of state. But knowing how many people do things out of state, I decided to set something up where it's an all-inclusive deal where I'm at now. We're in the final steps of figuring out the fees and everything. But this is geared towards people like myself and people that are out of state, where you can buy cars from Florida, okay? Because we're in Florida, so we'd rather you not spend a lot of money on transport. Buy the cars in Florida, have them transported to the lot, which I'll tell you the location, and you can either or, my love. It don't matter. So you could do that, and what we'll end up doing is, car comes in, it gets inspected. We're gonna tell you what's wrong with it, what's not wrong with it. If you bought it through ACV on a green light, and we need to start an arbitration, then we'll do that. And we'll do that on your behalf. When it comes time to sell, I'll be involved with it. I'll tell you what I think we can get for it. I'll tell you why I think we can get that for it. And the car the mechanics will fix it. The details will detail it. It'll get posted up. Everything will be there for you. With that being said, we just gotta, the owner and I just gotta break it down money wise, and I'm gonna present it to you guys. That's really the only way, and not because it's me doing it. Well, yeah, because it's me doing it, because I trust me, and I'm a trustworthy person. But that's up to you. That's your decision to be made. I don't need to be robbing people. That's not my style. But with that being said, that's the only way that I would consider doing out-of-state deals. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you subscribe. Get down with the team. Let's break this bread. Let's make this money. You know what I mean? And that's it, guys. Enjoy your day. Do everything you can to be prosperous. Love yourself. Love your loved ones. And believe me, take it from someone who knows right now, tomorrow is not promised. Live today like it's your last day, but in the back of your head, anticipate tomorrow. I'm out.
That's my best friend.